Okay, hey guys, the Infernal Archetype has just reached the PTS, finally. The powers have been there, but the actual archetype has not. It's not called the Infernal, it's called the Scourge. If you notice, it looks a little funny. I don't think all the art is there yet, and the information's not all there yet, as you can see. Uh, so, you're good at damage from a distance, because you are a range class, okay? Now, I'm actually recording this after I've fought with it because I didn't know what role I was in, but I am in Avenger. Okay, so but they're weak in melee because they don't have any melee moves at all, and they're not that good in close combat because it takes some damage, as you can see right here, which is true because I was playing around and I get like half health, when people get on me. But I seem to kill them fairly quick, especially since my gear has nothing to do with my stats because I started him as a level 5 and I just went to the PTR. You can make yourself level 40, but you don't have any gear, so I had to go get some on the C-store, which didn't match my stats, but I just wanted to get over with. But anyway, to look at the powers here. Defile is at the bottom. It's kind of stinky. Defile's really good. I have it on my level 20 guy I have, who he's not an archetype, but he's a freeform, but I was playing him Infernal. This thing can like one-shot people, like just henchmen though. But it's really powerful level 20. But to get it level 40, seems still be as powerful. He's still one-shot henchman, which is not that amazing. I mean, they're just henchmen, but still pretty good. I always say the best for last, I guess. But anyway, I forgot to look at what the stats are for the Scourge, but you have super recovery, you have super constitution, your main super stats. Infernal bolts. There's a energy builder. Everything is green, as you can see, and that's what colors your powers are. They're always green. And I got disconnected again. Oh man. Okay, so hang on just a minute. Okay, I'm back. That's what happens sometimes in the PTR when you're looking at archetypes. It just kicks you off. Hopefully it won't happen again. Probably will, but okay. So you can have an advantage on it that does something. I forgot what it did. Nothing amazing. But it had to do with poison. I forgot what it was though. But basically it spreads poison, puts poison on the guy. I think the advantage is that it spreads it to other people, or just kicks them on the floor. Sorry, I stepped on something weird. Anyway, you put an advantage on it. I think the advantage makes it where the poison spreads to other people. But yeah, it's a good damage over time. Infernal Blast. It refreshes all the poisons on your target you're shooting it at. And it has a chance. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Has a chance to apply poison. Stacks up to 10 times. So that's pretty cool, and also refreshes the duration of all poisons on that said target. It's pretty good, does pretty good damage. Condemn, I have an advantage on it that stuns the guy who I have targeted, and like disorients the guys around him. I think it stuns the guys around him. I don't know what it does to him exactly, but it has to do with stunning. I have a terrible memory about stuff like this. But anyway, it does pretty good damage. I like it. I like the AoE part of it, because it's an AoE. I use that a lot. You're going to be using that a lot. Pestilence, that's your passive. It's always on. Obviously, it's a damage over time thing in a close proximity. Only in combat when you're fighting, your pestilence shows, and like a bunch of bees and like locusts stuff fly around you and fly around the people you're afflicting. It does pretty good damage. I mean, you can just sit there with your shield up and just do damage to them without doing anything. And it gives you resistance to elemental stuff, like fire, ice, and toxic is what it says. And oops. So it's pretty good. I like it. There's no doesn't defend you in any way, so you're going to take full damage of everything, which is understandable. You have a choice of Venomous Breath and Vicious Cyclone. Venomous Breath, you can have it to where it spreads poison to the guys, and it's an AoE. in a cone, it affects everybody in that cone. There's no limit on people, as I think. If there is, it's probably like 5. And Cyclone's pretty cool. It knocks them back. Of course, there's an advantage to knock them to you if you wanted to have that happen. But so it's either you want to swing the chain around you, or you can like breathe in front of you. So they're both AoE. They're both pretty good. I myself would probably pick the breath, but that's just me. It's to me it's easier to use because you can move when you're breathing, but you can't move when you're doing this. Dadgummit. Ah, man. Okay, let's try this again. So, Ebon Void. So, I made a little boo-boo when I was testing this shield. Hopefully you haven't skipped ahead this, because this actually is important. I make a mistake of saying that this shield has a natural ability to drain life and give it to you, but that is incorrect. The shield does drain life, but it is an advantage to heal you with it. There's an advantage where if you get hit, it doesn't give you that much, maybe like 40 health maybe every time they hit you, but I guess adds up to a little bit. But yeah, it's an advantage where guy hits you, you put your shield up, it drains their life and it gives it to you. So it is an advantage. It's not a natural ability. I apologize for making that mistake. So these are your crowd control abilities. Locust Swarm does toxic damage, obviously, and it paralyzes the target. Basically, it's a bunch of bees and bugs around their face and they can't move, you know, and it does damage. Crippling Coils, however, it does not do any damage. And it does basically the same thing. It paralyzes a guy where they can't move. So, the longer you hold it down, the longer he's pinned down. So whatever one fits your theme. If you're more in like a bug guy, like Locust, then that makes sense. If you want more chains, you can do crippling coils, pardon me. Supernatural power. Anytime you do use a supernatural power that reduces your energy pool to less than 15%, you will gain a burst of energy. This amount of energy return scales with your recovery, which is nice because your super stat is recovery, so you have more recovery to start with. Aspect of the Infernal makes you glow green. You will see in a few seconds or minutes, depending on how long it takes me to do the last 2 powers. Every time you poison a guy, you get a stack of Infernal Strength, which increases damage done by you by 1%, so you can get a maximum of 5 stacks, so it's 5%. Energy cost is slightly increased, and this is kind of getting on my nerves. Oh man. Okay, so I was here. So you can only have one form at a time. Obviously, you're only going to have one form because you are a archetype. So energy cost of all powers that are not infernal are going to be increased. But I mean, there's none here that are not infernal, so I don't really see that being an issue. Epidemic deals continuous toxic damage around you. You're going to see that in a bit. It's like this big poof of green smoke comes around you. Like makes everybody sick. And makes everybody move slower with the poison it puts on. That's pretty exciting, huh? And Defile. Ooh. Increases the damage and energy cost of the tap. What's that? Oh, it's charged. Okay. I forget what I just said. Defile. Single target toxic damage. The target takes increased damage from toxic damage for a short period. Does a lot of damage. Or to me, it does a lot of damage. I like it pretty good. Shame it's the last power because it's the most powerful one, in my opinion, as far as just straight damage goes. So yeah, that's a preview of all the powers. You're going to be seeing those in a few seconds. Hopefully I show them okay. If I'm not, you can let me know. So yeah, here we go. Alrighty, let's try this for real now. So you're gonna go Defile. Ooh, it just took that guy out. Condemn that dude. His poison's working pretty good. Oh, these got annihilated. Oh man. Okay, let's go put this locust swarm on this lady over here. Or this dude. Pardon me. Oh man. Now this seems to do quite a bit of damage, which is kind of cool, because if you look at my gear I have on, just a bunch of greens that are just mixed matched. That's all I could get. So imagine if you actually had like epics on, or like something that actually matched your stats. It'd be pretty cool, you know? Okay, so let's snare this dude. Paralyze, I'm sorry. Paralyze. Seems to work pretty well. I mean, kick it up a notch. See if I can handle it being kicked up a notch. Okay, okay, let's do normal still, but let's make it team size 2. See how well this goes over. Oh, they're already mad. Okay. Ooh. Oh man. So you can see Pestilence is working. It's killed them pretty good. My shield has an advantage. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. The shield has a natural ability to heal you when hit. Let's see what we got. Some breath here. I'm losing a little bit of health, but it's okay. I got this. I got it. I'm sure that could have been played a little better, but I'm not used to this, so there you go. Be the best way to do this. Do. Okay, I'm gonna go take out this dude over here. Okay, then I can do something really cool. Dim. Holy moly. Oops, hit wrong button. Man. Okay, so this does quite the damage, it seems. Pretty cool. I'm liking it so far. Okay, so I'm gonna go back with the 2 other powers you can get. So I'll show those, you know. So yeah, just a second. Okay, I'm back. I forgot to use my epidemic when I was fighting in there, so I'm gonna use one of those. I got the not new, but different power choices. I got the which is a cyclone, which you can either have this, or you can have the venomous breath, which I just did earlier. Excuse me. And then I also chose, if I can find it, crippling coils, which is like these chains come from the ground. That you can have a choice between that or the swarm of flies, or whatever those were, locust things. The bees. I did a few of those. I summoned a few of those. There we go. So I put an advantage on this chain to knock them to me instead of knocking them down, because I thought if I can do that, then I can do this amazing epidemic. Then they'll be like on the ground next to me, and then I can just go. That's the game plan, at least. I don't know if that's gonna really work out or not. then let's just try it out, shall we? There we go. Fortunately, I didn't calculate this right because I'm out of energy. I have a mouse trailer. Let's just choke him out. I could have done a little better, but it's okay. Now, if you can see my cursor, don't know if I have where Fraps can record this or not, but my cursor has a trail on it, so I just click on the scroll bar here. That seems to work. It seems to fix it. So, don't have a tracer on my cursor anymore. Okay, let's go try these guys out. Try these, try to shoot this dude. Try some crippling coils here. On somebody, if I can find somebody to do it on. I'll get totally beat up. He can't move. There we go. I hit the wrong button, that's okay. I wasn't trying to do it twice. I was trying to do condemn. This seems to work very well, I say. I'm in balanced, I think, right? What role am I in? I don't know what role I'm in. I forgot to look. I'm probably in... I don't know what role I'm in. Yes, I don't know what role I'm in. Doesn't say. I'm guessing probably balanced. Because it doesn't seem like I'm an offensive. I could be. I don't know. So this seems to work pretty good. Hopefully this video helped you get a feel for what this Archetype's about. I'm never previewed an Archetype before, so I guess I did this okay. Oh man, excuse me. I'm really tired. I'm stretching. Okay, so that's it. That's the video. If you need any more information, you can ask, because I'm pretty sure I forgot to do something right. Yeah, so there you go. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you need anything else information-wise, or if you want me to show something, I can do that. Oh man, got a lot of garbage in my bags. Throw it away later. Okay, goodbye, everybody.